Parasite Eve has received the AAA remake treatment with a concept trailer that's blowing us away. Two of the biggest horror franchises in gaming, Resident Evil and Silent Hill, have both been receiving remakes, bringing beloved terror titles back for another round of spooks and scares with a fresh coat of paint. While Resident Evil 4 was a blast, and the upcoming Silent Hill 2 remake promises to be as frighteningly good as the original, it seems there are very few limits to the power of a good horror remake. With that in mind, maybe it's time to resurrect another classic dread-inducing video game series, Square Enix's very own, Parasite Eve. Released in 1998 for the PlayStation 1, Parasite Eve was a turn-based RPG that saw heroine Aya Brea attempt to stop the Eve, a supernatural entity hellbent on destroying the human race. It scored favorably amongst players and critics, and received 2 sequels later down the line, but hasn't been touched since. Now, a concept trailer for a remake of the first game is doing the rounds on YouTube, created by Aeon Zohar, and it's blowing fans away. The video features a remade cut scene that eventually transitions into one of the combat encounters, and garnered over 10,000 likes and over 1,000 comments praising the remake. The first Parasite Eve game really should get the Final Fantasy VII treatment. Parasite Eve is a genuinely underappreciated gem. Looks class, P is the one game I'm dying for a modern remake of. While we wait in the dreams for a remake or anything related to Parasite Eve, all I can say is thank you for doing something this amazing. Given how Square Enix has been on a roll with remakes recently, like the Final Fantasy VII Remake plus all the 2D HD ones, it'd only make sense for them to revisit a beloved horror series like Parasite Eve and adapt it to a modern audience. Who knows if it'll happen, but in the meantime, it's nice to see dedicated fans keeping the classics alive through their own creations.